Alright guys, I know it's so hard today in New York City, so there's my top tips that I personally follow and think are the best. So let's start with when you communicate with the girl in the beginning. First of all, don't be heavy flirting. Just be light flirting with it, see how is the energy, if she actually likes you. And after you see that she give you that energy back and she likes you, go to the next step and ask her out. So if it's through the text, you clearly just be straightforward and give her the time and place, or the fact that you're gonna pick her up. If you have a car, obviously. But be very straightforward. Girls don't like a guy who's saying like, we should go out sometimes. Oh, there's this new spot or something like that. They like a guy who is straightforward and knows what he wants. Those are the guys that girls go for. So next step. After obviously, if you ask her in person, be like, hey, I know this new spot, I've been wanting to go. It would be great if you would join me in a date. After that, we're going to the next step. On the date, if you're picking her up, make sure that you open the door for her. It's the basic rules. You open the door for her, and not a lot of guys do this, or a lot of people have told me that it's a bit too much, but always get flowers. Nothing wrong with getting flowers for a girl, even if it's first date. Because remember, you're trying to make the best experience. It doesn't matter if it's not gonna go good or it is gonna go good. It doesn't matter. Still get flowers, because girls deserve flowers. It doesn't matter if the day will go well or not. You don't even have to get like a bouquet of like 20 roses or something like that. You can even get like a flower just to start with. It's so beautiful to make things romantic, because I've noticed a lot of people don't do things romantically anymore. So please, that's one of the best things I feel like you can do. So starting with that, if you're entering the car, best thing I like to do it, give your phone to her, so that way she can play the music that she like. Because you want to make her feel familiar. You make it feel like she's welcome to you. And if she doesn't like to even play the music, sometimes it happens, or even if you already meet at a spot and you're already sitting, first thing you do, obviously, can be like a dinner place. You take her out for dinner, and first thing that you can talk about is the food itself. What kind of food you like? What's your favorite type of place to go? On top of that, we're going to the next step. So she's going to date with you. So that means that she's putting a lot of effort in her outfit, makeup, accessories. Now that's the most important thing, because girls love a guy who actually notices details. Believe it or not, it's very important to just have those details noticed, so girls be like, oh my god, like, he knows what he's doing. So let's say she's wearing like a cute earrings or rings, or she done like her hair curlier or wavy or straight from like last time you saw her. Like, just appreciating that she put some effort or just complimenting on it tells her that you actually cares. On top of that, it is great to do that, but to make it more personal, you even start a conversation about it. Like for the rings, or if you have a necklace, anything, you can even start like, oh, what about their ring? And some girls be like, yeah, just like the ring. Some people have stories about it. Now, the next step is you try to talk about deep stuff. I'm not talking about like crazy deep stuff, but just like trying to get to know her better personality. It's like you're trying to make her tell you about her life, because you actually want to listen. Girls love a guy who listens. I'm repeating it. A girl loves a guy who listens. On top of that, when you listen, then now you can use that information towards your benefit. Let me explain. First date, she talked about something that she really liked. Let's say she talked about books. It's like, oh my god, I love this bookstore. I go there sometimes. It's amazing. Now, there's one idea for you. If she's telling you that, that means that you can use that towards your benefit for the next date. Or like date before that. Like third, fourth date, where you can get the information and make it into a bookstore date. She won't see that coming, but when she get into the date, she'll be like, oh my god, like this is so thankful, because they don't see it coming, because they're like, wow, he actually listened to me. He knows I like books, especially this bookstore in particular, and he actually took me there. That's how important it is listening. It's not just like I'm staying there and be like, It's more about listening and using the information to make her feel that is important. And that's very important. And that's how I include it also in dating. Because not only we see like what girls like, but actually listening to what they complain about. Like girls can even complain for like little things, or even like you can see it on them. And they don't want being asked, like you went to a restaurant, don't ask about like what you're gonna eat. Or like what you're thinking, because I don't know what I'm eating, what do you want? You gotta be very straightforward. So I'm gonna go back again to the first date. Right? You're sitting, you're already having a conversation, you told her about her earrings, beautiful, necklace, whatever, her outfit, she's beautiful. And you even do some cheesy compliments sometimes, like I do that personally. And the next step is after you talk about more like intimate-ish stuff, you know, nothing crazy deep, just more like getting to know her more, getting more information about her if you actually like each other. After that, I will say you go into the next step where you try to be a little touchy. There's the thing, right? Because some people use that, like, will listen to that word and think different things. There's the thing, right? You gotta know if the girl is comfortable of being touched. And I'm talking about just like you're already having dinner together and you're just trying to reach for her hand, or just like trying to touch her hand. That's how you know if like you're testing the water, basically. So you're touching her hand and getting to know if she's like comfortable with you. That's how you know. Because you know, some girls are very introverted, some don't really care, but it's very important to just be slow. You can't push anything. So the goal that I go for is to have a kiss on the first date. Now, there's not necessarily to go with it. It doesn't always happen, because sometimes it lead to just not feeling that happening. Now, there's no smooth way doing the kiss. Like, you can try to make it as smooth as possible, but if you keep waiting for it, you're just gonna get harder and harder to actually do it. So, let's say you already have dinner, great night, you're leaving, you're walking her home, or you're driving her home, either one. Now, if you're driving, best way you can do is by right as you open the door for her. Give that opening the door, she says thank you, and she gives you a look. Now wait a split second and then get her close to you and kiss her. There's one option. Now the option of the walk-in is pretty basic. You can be a bit more like, you know, doing some jokes, being funny, and then she needs a quick reaction of like not seeing it coming. Because if you're just like there staring at her for a minute and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it, it just makes things a little bit awkward. So you just have to be like things in the moment if you're trying to give that kiss. And after that, you drop her home, everything goes well, you go your way, she already is home, and if she really likes you, she'll text you saying, hey, get home safe, I had a great time with you, etc., etc., can't wait to see you again. Now there's the other thing. If you actually really like the girl and you're like, I'm having a great time, I want to see her again, there's the next step you can do. By the end of the date that you're like heading to almost end, talk about the next date you can do with her. Now, the second date is the next step, next level stuff, where the way to make her think more about you as a lover is by including yourself in her future. When you talk about the future stuff, being like, oh, you ever thought about yourself being with, like, I don't know, cool actor or model, stuff like this. So that's a one way, for example, to put yourself into her life. As like, just including whatever you do in her life, as like, oh, you ever thought about your future husband being like this? Or where do you see yourself in the future in this kind of way? You made her think that you're part of her future, making her think about you. That's one way to do it in a second date. And there is more and more tips I can give, guys, but I will leave some of those tips for the next video. So I hope this will help you for your date, and there's more to come. I'll see you in the next one.